All right, so beginning the first challenge in the course, this is what we're going to build today. It's called the Card Photo app. Had card photos. It's just a website that has cards on it with a form. There's card form. There's three. There's a list. There's an unordered list. Everything. So it's a gallery we're going to build using images, and we'll then create the form at the end. So let's start. So hello. Okay. So now step one. Well, before I even begin, I began I created a folder on my desktop through my command prompt. So like I changed my directory to my desktop, and I made a directory called FreeCodeCamp, and I changed into that directory. Then I opened it on VS Code. So VS Code is like VS Code is a text editor that we use to like create um use to create applications that could be CSS, that create applications that could be C sharp, C plus plus, other things like that. But it's just a text editor that we use to create text editor that we use to write programs. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Yeah. So I created a folder called FreeCodeCamp. So this journey we're going to be using VS Code to like create create our photo app right now. So let's start. So as you can see, this all HTML files are always saved in an index file, in a .html file. So we're going to create an index.html file on our text editor. So we'll begin right now. So index.html. Sorry, I wrote index.html. It'll take time to load. So as that's building, I'm going to go back to the code. So all HTML elements have opening tags like h1 and closing tags like closing tag h1. Text an element will display goes between its opening and closing tags. So first of all, say that we're going to change the text of the h1 element below from hello world to the card photo app, and watch the change in the browser preview. Okay, so our text editor is taking time, so we're going to start working here. So we're changing hello world to cart photo app. Sorry, card photo app. Just like that. Check the code and it's good. Submit. The next challenge now, step 2. The H1 through H6 heading elements are used to signify the importance of content below them. The lower the number, the higher the importance. The lower the number, the higher the importance. So H2 elements have less importance than H1 elements. This means that H1 is the most important heading element. What this means, H2 is the second most important element. The third most important heading element is H3. The fourth most important element H4. It goes on. So like H1 is like really big, H2 is like not that big, H3 is also not that big. But I can see this is a heading, subheading, title, and keeps going down, down, down. Plus, uh, like low. But all of them are heading elements. So each H1 is each each heading elements always have closing and opening and closing tags. So they say we should only use one H1 element per page and place lower important headings below higher important headings. So this is an important heading, card photo app. So below H1 we're gonna add and H2 elements with the text card photos. So close this. Sorry. Now right card photos, and you can see this is big. This is not so big. Check H3 too. Close this tab. Right card photos. As you can see, it's not really that big. So it keeps going like that. Goes big, large, not so large, not so large, and it keeps going down like that. So we're gonna continue. We're gonna play that and check our code. What's the problem? Okay. It's probably the text. Let me try this. Oh, copy paste here. What's the problem? Hmm. I'll try to reset it and try again. Okay, I close. Below. Oh, it's supposed to go on top. Okay, now I'm so lost. Why is this not working? Oh my god. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Only use H1 elements per page and place lower important headings below the higher importance. So below H1 element, add an H2 element with the text our totals. And that's what we did. What's the problem? What's going on? Hmm. Probably Free Code Camp had bugs on this course, so I'm gonna check that data. But for now, our index file has been open. So before you run any index, before you run any HTML file on your editor, you need to have some extensions installed. So the beginner extensions you need so far are like Live Server, which I have installed already. I don't know what's wrong with my mouse, the keyboard. Whoa. Okay. 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 Now check Live Server. Should pop up right now. Oh, I see why it wasn't working. I wasn't connected to the net. Sorry. Should work now. So Live Server, yeah. Live Server is an extension you all need to run dynamic web pages on your browser. So allows you to launch local development servers with live reload feature for static web pages and other things. So once you install it, you definitely see this icon on your code editor which says goes live. So we'll click on. So far so good. We're gonna start checking everything. So to start with your HTML templates, you need to you need to open. You need to start with the template. I don't know why this is not loading. Uh, okay, so we try this. So as you can see, this is the boilerplate. So the boilerplate has the doc type, the language, the meta character, the viewport, content, which is has the width, the device width, the initial scale of 1.0, and the title, which is document. So we're going to name this cat photo app because we're building a cat photo app. Cat photo app. Then I'll add a car emoji there. Yeah, looks good. So if you could remember, we started with an H1 which says cat photo app, right? So we're stuck here. Second step, and we're told to try this. Let's see. Now it's working. It's usually bugs that affects that doesn't allow this to run. So the second step was we're gonna add comments. Yeah. So yeah, okay. Then we're gonna add this comment to which says step one. Yeah, this is step one. Now we're going to step two. Step two, which told us I should create a H2. So H2 elements always have opening and closing tabs. So we wrote cat close. So that's good. Let me close my sidebar. Okay. So now if we go live, it should come up now many times. We're running on this whenever we run whenever we run um our live server, it always runs on this port. That's port 5500. So check it. Opera. So we're going to the next step. Now we're going to talk about the P element. The P element is used to create a paragraph of text on websites. Create a P element below your H2 element and give it the following text. Everyone loves cute cats online. Simple. Opening tag, closing, then closing tag. E. So we're going to write everyone loves cute cats online. Exclamation mark. Run this. It's good. Submit. Nice. So that's the P tag. Wow, I have a lot of tabs open on my Opera. Hmm. I know. I think I'm okay using. I don't think I'll use this for now. No, I think I'm okay with this. So try this later. Okay. So commenting. Step 4. Commenting allows you to leave messages without affecting the browser's display. It also allows you to make code inactive. Comment in HTML starts with an opening tag, an exclamation mark, and some dash lines. It contains any number of lines, text, and ends with this. So here's an example of a comment with the to do with this text. To do remove h1 example. So we're going to add a comment above the p element with this text. So open your browser, close this, add to it says remove h1. Good, looks good. Yeah, we'll run it. The comment should contain this text. Oh, that was a mistake. We just need to clear this up. Add link to cart photos. Yeah, it's work now. Hmm. Yeah, it's good. So yeah, going to the next challenge. Step 5. HTML has some elements that identify content areas. These elements make your HTML easier to read and help with search engine optimization and accessibility. So the main element is used to represent the main content of the body of an each element HTML document. The content inside the main elements should be unique to the document and should not be repeated in other parts of the document. Excuse me. On our example code, we have a main element. It says H1 is the most important content of the document, and the P tag, which is some more important content. So identify the main section of this page by adding a main opening tag before the H1 element and a closing tag after the P element. Okay, identify the main section. So the main section should be here. We'll create this main tag here, close it, then open it, add the closing main tag and run this. Okay, identify, yeah, it looks good. Submit it. Okay, so now I need to really understand this first concept here. It says HTML has some elements that identify content areas. These elements makes HTML easier to read and help with search engine optimization and accessibility. So what is search engine and what is search engine optimization? Check that out right now. So search engine optimization, according to Gemini, is the practice of improving your website's visibilities in search engines. Results page to sorry, or search engine optimization is the practice of improving a website's visibility in search engine results page, that is SERPs, to attract more organic unpaid traffic. It involves optimizing the web content structure and technical aspects to make it more appealing to both users and search engine. The goal is to rank higher in search results for relevant keywords, ultimately driving more qualified traffic to the website. So what engine optimization does is just it helps improve your website visibility to other users on the internet. So yeah. So how does the main how does the main element how does the main element help in SEO? Yeah, okay. So the main element in HTML is beneficial for SEO because it helps search engines understand the main content of the web page. So search engines could understand the main content of your web page. So what the main element does, it just helps us understand that this is the main content of the web page, right? This is the main content of the web page. H1, the p tag is the main content of the web. So it helps in searching. Okay, that's good. It's not bad. All right. So I think I got the hang of that. So now step 6. Um, in the previous step, you put the H1, H2 comments and P elements inside the main element. This is called nesting. Nesting, yeah. Nesting elements should be placed 2 spaces further to the right of the element. They are nested in. This spacing is called indentation, sorry, and it is used to make HTML easier to read. Here's an example of how you can use nesting. So the main element is above. We nested this inside. Alright, it's not bad. So what we're going to do now is that the H1 element, H2 element, and the comment are indented 2 spaces more than the main element in the code below. We're going to use the space bar on my keyboard to add 2 more spaces in front of the P element so that it is intended properly as well. So as you can see, we're inside the main element, right? Which helps us which helps our users to know that this is the main content element, and search engine optimization also recognizes this as the main content of our web page, so we can users can get access to this main content, right? So we're going to indent. As you can see, this has an indent, H2 has an indent, the comment has an indent, but our p tag needs to get an indent, so we're going to add 2 spaces forward so that our element can be indented inside this main main contents, right? Okay, 1, 2, we're good. Check it, we're good. That's easy. All right, step 7. You can add images to your website by using the image element. Yes, now we're talking. Image elements have an opening tag with a closing tag. An element without a closing tag is known as a void element. An image element below the P element, paragraph element. At this point, no image will be showed up in the browser. Alright, so I'm going to come back here. Image elements have an opening tag, and it also have an opening tag without a closing tag. So elements that do not have this and this, elements that don't have an opening tag and a closing tag also are known as void elements. So I'm going to try that. Image. Yeah, so you can see the difference between this paragraph is that this paragraph is opened, right? When you put your text inside here, then this it also has a closing tag, but this image now is a void element because the it just has like one, it just has I don't know how to say it, but it just has like an opening tag, but it doesn't have a closing tag, right? So run it and it's good. So far, let's go. Alright, step 8. HTML attributes are special words used inside the opening tag of an element to control the element's behavior. The source attribute in an image element specifies the image's URL, where the image is located. Yeah, now we're talking. Here is an example of an image element with a source attribute pointing to the FreeCodeCamp logo. So you can see our void element is here, that's image, and the closing tag, it doesn't have that, so but we're good. So it has the source attributes. Now source is an attribute where we can add URL for images and other links to the other parts to our images. So like your image could be in a folder, could be in a like photo, cat photo folder, then you can just like include the source. You can just identify the source of that image into that source attribute. So like inside our image, so like we're gonna begin the second step. So inside the existing image element, we're gonna add the source attribute with the URL. This. So we're gonna add the source attribute. Sorry. And then we're gonna add this URL link. So as you can see, that card looks good. So now the image has been added. So we're gonna run it. So it usually takes time. Yeah, and we're good. So now we're in step 9. All image elements should have an alternative alt attribute. The alt attribute text is used for screen readers to improve accessibility and is displayed if the image fails to load. Here is an example of an image element with an alt attribute. Image, source, alt, a cat. So inside the image element, I'm going to add an alt attribute with this text, a cute orange cat lying on its back. Let's do that. A cute orange cat lying on its back. Yeah, run it. And we're good. Go to the next challenge. Step 10. You can link to other pages with the anchor element. Here is an example to linking. So we're going to use this URL to link it with the anchor element. So we're going to add an anchor element after the paragraph that links the free cat photo app. At this point, the link won't show up in this preview. Okay, so creating the anchor element, opening, now closing. Then we're gonna add a href attribute. What the heck? Okay. This. I'm gonna copy this link. Control C. V. Run it. We're good. So for now, we can't see any text. We can't even see the link. So we're just gonna go to the next step. Right. 9 more steps. Step 11. A link's text must be placed between the opening and closing tags of an anchor element. Now we can see the link of the text. So we're gonna write that. So here's an example with the text. Click here to go to freecodecamp.org. So our opening anchor element, our href, the link, then it's going to have the text here. Okay. So we're going to add the anchor text, cat photos. Copy this to the anchor element. This will become the link's text. So now we've seen the link. So once you have your link text, or once you hover here, it's going to show this. So it's going to direct you to a link. If you could look to the bottom left on my screen, you're going to see a freecardphotoapp.com. That's the link. But for now, the link doesn't go anywhere. So we're just going to go to the next step. Yeah, we're good. Step 12. We're going to add the word see more before the anchored element in our gallery. After the anchor element, add the word see more before the anchor element. I don't understand, but let me try. Should I use a PN? And copy this text. Okay. Put space here. Check it. Oh, this is what it meant. You should have see more. Oh, I mean, I actually did look better. So I'm gonna clear this. See more. Clear this too. Oh my god. Clear this too. Okay, looks good now. It's still not working. I'll reset it and try again. So see more space, then more space in our gallery. Check it. Okay. I think I'll just copy this text and I'll paste it here. Oh, my S wasn't in capital letter. That was the problem. I saw it. So we're going to add p tags. Step 13. We're going to add p tags to turn the see more into a paragraph. Open this. Close this. This should be what they mean, right? Yeah, looks good. Submit. I'm good to go. Step 14. Returning the existing cue card text into an anchor element that links to this link. So we're going to turn cue cards. We're going to add the closing opening tag for the anchor element. I'll add the closing tags. This. It looks good. Oh, we forgot to add our href attribute. Href attribute. Use this. Try again. Put it here. Oh, good. Try again. We're good to go. Nice. Step 15. To open links in a new tab, you can use the target attribute on the anchor element. The target attribute, wow, this is new. The target attribute specifies where to open the linked document. So target attribute is going to link this, opens the linked document in a new tab or window. Wow, this should be nice. I'll try it now. Here's the basic syntax for an anchor element with the target attribute. So this anchor element has the pre-concap link as a href, and the target attribute sends it to a blank tab or window. So we'll try that now. So we're gonna add the target attribute to this URL, to this anchor element. Oops. Underscore blank. So I'll try it now. Oh, no, this thing will ring on the other side. It works. Oh, wow. Great. Okay, we're good. Step 16. Now that you have added the link, we can now remove our comments. Yeah, this comments, we're done with this. We've added our link successfully, and now we can remove the comment of our to do. And yeah, check it. Submit. We're done. Now we're in step 17. Step 17. In our previous set steps, you can use, I used an anchor element to turn text into a link. Other types of content can also be turned into a link by wrapping in other anchor tags. Here's an example. Oh yeah, so now what they're trying to tell us is that the previous examples that we used, right? We use the anchor elements to like wrap it around the text, and it turned that text, that particular text, into a link. So now we're going to wrap it with other elements now, which is an image, this image particular, to make it into a link so it can direct us to another page. Yeah, so here's an example of turning an image into a link. So you add the href, you add the anchor element with your href attribute, then inside your anchor element you add your image element now, and this was going to allow your image now become a link, which is going to take users to another website. So we're going to turn the image into a link by surrounding it with necessary element tags. Excuse my voice. So first off, we're going to add an anchor tag here. Give it in some indentation to make it look more neat. Oh my god. I think it's okay like that. Workspace. Close the anchor tag. Now we're turning the image into a link by surrounding it to me. So as our href attribute, we're going to be using this link. So let's try attributes. This one here, copy the link, paste it. And now as you can see, if we want to hover on this, there's going to be a link. See, it's supposed to work, but it doesn't work, but it just works. So we're gonna work with that. Great. Next challenge. Yeah, we're soon getting to 20. Thank you so much for staying this long in the video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate that. You're so grateful. Thank you. So now step 18. Before adding any new content, you should make use of a section element to separate the cat photos content from the future content. The section element is used to define sections in the document, such as chapters, headers, footers, or any other sections of the document. It is a semantic element that helps with search engine optimization and also accessibility. Yeah, so section element is another element that is also beneficial to websites to help search engine optimization. So we're going to use that right now in this step. So take your H2 paragraph and the anchor elements and nest them into a section element. So we should put, I'm gonna nest it to add our section tag, section elements, provide this too, and done. Yes sir, looks good. Next challenge, step 19. It's time to add a new section. Add a second section element below the existing section element. So now we're going to add a new section, just creating a space there to make it more readable. Close this. Sorry. There's this closing tag. We're good to go. Yeah. Alright, last step now. So this last step now is within the second section element, add a new H2 element with the text catalyst. So we're going to create that. H2, opening, H2, closing, cut this. Check it. Looks good. Submit. Nice. So everyone, thank you so much for staying this long in the video. I really appreciate it. I'm so grateful, and I have class right now. I need to go to class, but luckily so far I have completed 20 steps in the responsive web design challenge by building a cat photo app. So far I'll continue from step 21 to step 40 the next video. So thank you so much and have a good day. Bye.